Hey there, John here from Honest Wine Reviews, and in this video we're going to taste and review Daou Cabernet. So let's start our wine tasting journey with the story behind Daou. So Daou Vineyard and Winery is from California and is located on Daou Mountain in Paso Robles. The mountain itself sits at 2,200 feet elevation and is 14 miles from the ocean. Daou was started by two brothers, Daniel and George, who came from France after originally fleeing Beirut, Lebanon during the Lebanese Civil War. They started Daou with nothing but dirt and built the vineyard and winery from the ground up after purchasing the land. Fast forward to now, and Daou produces multiple wines, including the Cabernet we're about to review. So, now that you know that, let's get on with the review. Alright, so let's start with the wine's appearance. So in looking at this wine, I can see that it's very dark in color. It's kind of like a dark purple. Yeah, it's just very dark, so I'm expecting this to be a pretty rich Cabernet, but we'll see. Okay, so now let's check out the wine's aroma. So I'm going to give it a sniff. So I'm immediately getting some notes of some red berries. I'm also getting like a bit of forest floor, maybe even like a hint of like a rich mushroom. That probably goes along with the forest floor. You know, giving it a good whiff, there is just a little bit of a sting of alcohol, but it's not too bad. Definitely not off-putting. So overall, I think it's an enjoyable aroma. It's mildly complex, and, well, just overall, I like it. All right, so next up, let's check out the wine's taste. I'm going to give it a sip. Oh, wow, okay. Well, there's definitely a brightness to the flavor in this wine. It very much reminds me of a Pinot Noir, actually, which I wouldn't expect given that this is a Cabernet, especially that since it's a Cabernet from California, I was kind of expecting it to be a little more rich, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm still enjoying it. What else can I tell you about this? Well, let's give another sip. So, yeah, definitely the red berries. As was mentioned in the aroma, that's the predominant flavor that I'm getting with this wine. There's also a little bit of lushness to it, like a richness. It's very subtle. You know, you got to kind of look past the brightness, and then the richness kind of settles in a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of like the aroma. It's mildly complex in terms of the flavor. And yeah, overall, I'd say I'm enjoying the flavor of this wine. Okay, so now let's check out the wine's mouthfeel and tannins. So again, another sip. Okay, so this wine has kind of a grape juice mouthfeel. Again, that brightness, it kind of reminds me of the brightness you'd get if you drank grape juice. And to be clear, it doesn't taste like grape juice. That's just the texture that's going on my palate. So that's the mouthfeel. Let's do another check on the tannins here. And I'm letting the wine go all over my mouth here. Okay, so the tannins are definitely present. I can feel them settling in. The tiniest bit of bitterness, but that's not unusual for tannins, and it's not overwhelming, so that's good. They're definitely present, and I'd say that the tannins are refined, so they're good, no complaints at all, and so far no issues at all with this wine. I'm really liking it. All right, so now let's cover this wine's finish. We'll see if it's a long finish, medium, short. We'll see. So, getting the wine all over my palate here. and it's fading out a little bit. The finish is being carried by the flavors, not so much the tannins. And the finish trajectory, it kind of dropped off pretty fast. So, which is actually a little bit surprising, because a lot of times California Cabernet, you'll find there's a long finish with these wines. But this one, there isn't a long finish. So I'm just going to call it a medium finish. Okay, so overall, I think this is a great Cabernet. So far, I'm liking it a lot. Would I say it's fabulous? No, it's not fabulous. Would I say it's bad? Oh no, it's far from bad. It's actually quite good. So yeah, I'm liking this Cabernet quite a bit. Good job, Daou. So what can we pair this with? So this wine would pair very well with steak. I think what would happen is if you had a nice, good, juicy like ribeye or something like that, I think it would really mute some of the tannins, and I think some of the brighter, well, there's that theme again with the bright. Some of the brighter red berry flavors would probably be more prevalent if you paired this with steak. So yeah, that's what I'd suggest pairing with a good grilled steak, or I love ribeye, so that's what I'm going to say you should pair this with. Yeah, so overall I like this wine quite a bit. So if you enjoyed this review, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the like button. What that does is it lets the algorithm know that this is a good video, and perhaps it could be served up to other wine drinkers like yourself who might be looking for wine reviews. So if you could hit the like button, I would definitely appreciate it. So that's it. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.